Machine and Tool Heat Race number 1. Drew Seifert, Devin Dobie side by side into turns 3 and 4. They'll be side by side at the chalk line. Off turn 4, green is up, green is out, we're underway. Dobie, the slight advantage from the outside in, down through turns 1 and 2. Hannigan trying to go top shelf, looking for something on the outside in 22. They'll be side by side, back to turn 3. Hannigan airmails it into turns 3 and 4. Off turn 4, Devin Dobie will lead lap number 1, still in a deadlock for the second spot. Hannigan will unlock that back into turn number 1. Seifert on the bottom, holding up traffic as here comes the number 49T, the Bulldog Greg Dahlman, up to third. Luke Griffith holding down that 5th spot is good enough right now to stay in the redraw. Would like to have some improvement around Seifert as they go back to turn number 1. Meanwhile, off turn 2, Devin Dobie trying to get away from Randy Hannigan. Does a nice job down the back straightaway. Hannigan working with that top wing, trying to find out where he can find the most grip. Dobie's got her pulled all the way back in 23. Hannigan still has it sloped down, facing the bottom. Here comes Greg Dahlman, challenge into the outside for the second spot. Nothing doing so far in 49T. May have found something in the middle of the groove. Crossed flags halfway home. We have 4 in, 4 to go. Ringler Machine and Tool Heat Race number 1. Jared Hortzman almost lost the bottom of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2, trying to get to the inside of Seifert. That opens the door for the 11G of Luke Griffith to try to make something happen off turn number 4. They'll be side by side down the main straightaway. That's for 4th. Griffith to the inside. Seifert will slide backwards. Jared Hortzman will take advantage as well as they go down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, this time by 2 laps to go for Devin Dobie. Randy Hannigan has coming. Here comes Greg Dahlman again around the outside in 49T. Dahlman challenging, trying to make that middle groove work. Hannigan committed to the bottom, as we'll see the white flag wave. This time by 1 to go for Devin Dobie. Dahlman has the second spot, that time at the line. Hannigan still trying to roll nice and easy around the bottom. Behind them, 2x2 battle. Griffith and Hortzman battling for 4th. Meanwhile, off turn number 4, England Machine and Tool Heat Race number 1 winner is going to be Devin Dobie. Greg Dahlman looked good, finishing 2nd. Randy Hannigan 3rd. Luke Griffith will go to the redraw, finishing 4th. Jared Hortzman 5th. Drew Seifert 6th. Frankie Neal 7th. And Noah Dunlop will round out your field. Phil Gressman's last championship back in 2019. Everybody goes to the show as they work toward the chalk line off turn 4. Green is up, green is out. We're underway with heat race number 2. Stanball get away with the early lead down to turns 1 and 2. Oh, man, Kobe Allison in a little bit of a tug of war there with Stillwagon to get to the bottom. Stillwagon will get down there first and hold down the 3rd spot. Stanball out in front easily will lead lap number 1. Everybody else in a logjam trying to find the fast way around Limaland Motorsports Park. She's locked down on the bottom right now. Abby Holbein will be the first one to go up and see what the middle's made of. Kobe Allison will do the same in 24. Allison taking a peek to the outside of Stillwagon off turn number 2. Doesn't have the run yet, but he'll recommit back to turns 3 and 4. Stillwagon right around the tires on the bottom. Makes a slight mistake. That opens the door for Allison. Not happy with the opportunity. He'll tuck back in line back to turns 1 and 2. Stillwagon again slips up off the bottom. Allison, though, doesn't think the opportunity is good enough to try to take advantage. He'll try to roll the outside through turns 3 and 4. Got a nice put of momentum. Not able to do anything with it as Stillwagon puts the power to the ground on the inside. Allison, reverse diamond, trying to get a good run down off turn number 2. Nothing doing yet down the back straightaway. Allison will back it up once again through turns 3 and 4. 3 laps to go. Stillwagon tied around the bottom. Allison still trying to make something happen to get up into 3rd. Meanwhile, 2 laps to go for Max Stambaugh in 71H. Single file around the bottom of Limaland Motorsports Park is the way it goes right now. White flag waves for Max Stambaugh out in front by almost 3 seconds last time by. 2.7 this time over Phil Gressman. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time, and off turn 4. Winner of Howard Johnson by Wyndham Heat Race number 2 is Max Stambaugh. He'll come back down the front straightaway, makes his home in Elida, Ohio, in the Lock and Bar Sunrise Archery. Jim Coffey and Son, sponsored number 71H. How about it for Howard Johnson by Wyndham Heat Race number 2 winner? Give it up for Max Stambaugh. Time off turn number 4. Fast qualifier in this group is Dustin Daggett. If he finishes inside the top 5, he'll go to the redraw along with your heat race winner. To the chalk line off turn 4. Green is up, green is out. Third and final heat race is underway. Dog fight for the bottom down into turns 1 and 2. Birkin able to get there first. Will Harmon almost jumped the tire off turn number 2. Dustin Daggett rolling the middle with momentum and steam in 85. He's going to try to come around and lead lap number 1. Not going to do it. Birkin will have it at the line. Daggett set up in 85, though, takes the nose off the 48 of Birkin. He will lead that time off turn number 2 and set sail back to turn 3. Lap 2 will go to Dustin Daggett. He's feeling it after a win last Friday night at I-96 Speedway. That 85 is on rails here in Heat Race 3. Battles on for the second spot now. Here comes Dan McCarron trying to take advantage of Mike Birkin back into turn number 3. Likes what Daggett's doing it. He's going to try to see if he can do it in 22. Birkin is better so far right now on the bottom of the racetrack. McCarron, well, got a little bit of a piece of tire off turn number 2. Puts that thing back on all fours, goes back to turn 3. Behind them, Harmon and Dunham in a battle as well. That's to stay inside the top 5. Dustin Daggett trying to make it just him to go to the redraw off this third heat race. If he wins, he skunks the other drivers from being able to be in the redraw. Battles on for the 5th spot. Kelsey Ivey trying to get to the inside of Chase Dunham. Side by side down the back straightaway. Ivey has the spot. Dunham, the first driver that's going to go way up top and see what the outside of Limaland's made of. Nothing doing for Dunham. Meanwhile, battle still on for second. Birkin has it. McCarron trying to make something happen, but the white flag waves this time off turn 4 for Dustin Daggett. Down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Winner of OhioCAT Heat Race number 3. That's Double D, Dustin Daggett. Birkin still holds second off turn number 4. He will have the second spot. Dan McCarron will go third. Caleb Harmon, 4th. Kelsey Ivey rounding out your top 5. Coming down the front straightaway makes his home in Portland, Michigan in the Homeworks Construction, Sweet Manufacturing, Engine Parts Plus. DB Automotive sponsor number 85, winner of OhioCAT Heat Race number 3. Give it up for Dustin Daggett.